Opie and Anthony. Want to say hi to Robert Kelly, robertkellylive.com. We'll start with that plug for Bobby. I had a quickie. Bon Jovi, top grossing tour of 2008.
Wow.
Beating out the Police with their comeback tour? No way. Travis, do a little research on that. Why aren't the Police the number one tour of 2008 with that big comeback tour they did?
I'd absolutely see Bon Jovi beating the Police.
Really?
Police is a little more niche than Bon Jovi.
Yeah, but the Police were playing for the first time in, I don't know, what was it, 20 years or something?
Bon Jovi's
more than 20
career doesn't seem to be ending.
Oh, and your favorite musician came in second.
Oh.
Bruce Springsteen.
Guy books a week at like Giant Stadium, and it sells out every night. I just personally don't get it. I understand there are so many Bruce fans, but I don't get it.
I was listening to a little Thunder Road the other day, going, you know what? I kind of like the Thunder Road.
As you go down Asbury Park and the Jersey Shore. It's like, well, all right, working class guy, we get it.
Is that a Jersey accent?
I don't know.
No, it's Ann Springsteen.
Bruce
thing.
is just, well, and everyone starts, yay.
It does suck.
Oh, yeah, it's Bruce.
I imagine these tough economic times. You got to ring the bell every time we say it or it's mentioned on the news.
Tough economic times.
Yeah, because that's what you hear every day now. During these tough economic times, I would assume that the people need someone like Bruce Springsteen to sing about the struggles out there. Yeah, no kidding. How about you knock, sell a few of your houses and, spread the wealth with your fans.
You see that show that's doing that?
Yeah. Is it good?
I tell you something.
Millionaire or something like that?
I wish I never went to therapy because now I can't even walk. I just cry.
Oh, Bobby.
Baby.
It's awful.
You're me when I was like 7 and 8.
And you're me when I was 7 and 8. Now we just switch roles. I was just a dirtball.
I was just a crybaby.
Trying to bag older women. Drinking booze. Playing with guns.
Oh, no wonder.
Nice. What's the concept of the show?
They take a millionaire, a legitimate millionaire guy, and they stick him in these, last night they put him in a shelter and then a battered women's shelter and then some Asian lady with her kid who didn't have money, and he worked with them as like a counselor and worked in the kitchen. And
he's like a millionaire.
He's a millionaire, but this one, I mean, it was sad. I get a little verklempt, whatever the word is. And if Jimmy was here, he'd be, well, verklempt? Did you say verklempt? Really? Stupid. Dude. I'm doing Jimmy's role today.
Yeah.
Nice ascot ass. What a loser. Who makes fun of you because you look good?
Dude.
No, we'll get into the ascot thing in a minute, but continue. You think we forgot about the ascot? You didn't have to bring that one up. That was on the list of things to ask you about.
Anyway.
So it's called Secret Millionaire. Go ahead.
And then the guy goes in and he's working as, like a homeless guy. Like everybody thinks he's just a hump just like them.
Yeah.
And he has no money. He's just a piece
treated
of
like
garbage.
a dirtbag.
No. They become friends. Like he became friends with all the homeless guys that work in the kitchen, and he became friends with this Asian lady with the kid, but he's really, just a millionaire. At the end of the show, he goes back and he decides how much money to dole out.
Based on what?
Well, he sits down. All these people that are affected and don't have cash. He sits down, figures out. But like the other shows, like the guy's cutting checks for this one family, $100,000 each. You're a millionaire, and it's a tax write-off, by the way.
Yeah,
the whole thing's a tax write-off. And this guy last night was an Indian dude, so I think he's a little stingy with his cash or something because he's cutting like $10,000 checks. It's like you're getting all like sad, and then all of a sudden you look at the check. It's like $10,000. I could do that.
That's easy.
I could give that chick $10,000.
Yeah, really, you're a millionaire.
Yeah, he gave the Asian lady who lives in a room in this crappy hotel in San Fran with her kid, just struggling to survive. He gave her $10,000.
It's not going to do much.
Well, they were kind of like, oh my god, $10,000. Really? Yeah. That's it? You just said you're a millionaire, a thousandaire or a millionaire?
Yeah,
millionaire. Oh, okay. Yeah. You want to put another one?
First of all, they have to pay taxes on it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
because they have to spend like a gift tax, which is probably 50%.
They get half.
So they get 5%.
But no, the worst part is they don't know they have to pay taxes, so they're going to spend it all.
Yeah.
Then get the bill because they don't know what taxes are.
Wait a minute. And then they'll have to go to jail. Just ruin their lives.
That's why game shows are BS. Because actually, that's why most of them are going to cash now. Because these dummies would go on Wheel of Fortune or whatever show and collect Price is Right and get the brand new boat and the jet skis and the car and the trip to Europe. And they just like go back home and they use their jet skis and their boat and they take their trip to Europe. Next thing you know, the tax man goes, "You owe us about $100,000 on all these prizes you got."
I know somebody on it, and they most people just sell everything now.
Yeah,
they just sell it.
You have to.
Yeah, especially if it's a dresser.
Don't they give you the option to like take a really huge cut in the value of it for cash?
Of course.
Yeah, and that
it's all just for show.
Also.
It's all for show. Like Oprah's car giveaway, she set up those people with a nice tax bill.
Giant tax bill.
Oprah, I don't want your stupid car.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I pay enough taxes.
Cost me a lot of money.
With Secret Millionaire, just to the millionaire gets to decide at the end of it. I think you sort of said it.
Yeah.
How much they want to give.
Yeah, he has to figure out like I'm going to give this old bag $10,000.
Right.
I'm going to give the place she works for $35,000.
Right.
But he was doling out. He didn't dole out that much. He $35,000 to one place, the homeless shelter.
Well, a minimum of 100 they have to give away.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a millionaire. Just give 100 to each person.
I want to do that show and just hand out $10
millionaire
bills at the end.
You know something?
I think you did that at the Halloween party.
A millionaire could mean $1 million. So were you giving away $100,000?
Me and Patrice had this debate. If you're a millionaire, you have to have at least $10 million. If it's anything under 10, you're a thousandaire.
I agree.
Because after taxes and look, if you have $1 million, if you spend $1, you're not a millionaire. You're a thousandaire. Well, I figured out that I'm actually probably a dollar-aire, and Patrice might be like a thousandaire. Like maybe he might be a dollar-aire too.
100-aire.
Yeah, you might be definitely. I don't know. You guys are thousandaires.
Yeah.
Because you don't have 10 million in the bank.
No.
Yeah, you guys are thousandaires. You're not millionaires. You're thousandaires.
Good. Thousandaires.
Hey,
I'm on the way to being a 10-cent heir.
But you make a good point, because if you have $1 million, which of course is a lot of money, but when they start bragging about it to make a TV show like Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire?
Yeah.
That schmuck had $1 million and won.
Yeah, $1 million.
He just made the criteria. And that dumb bimbo, what was her name? Darva Congers or whatever. She thought she was like into some money and realizing like this guy didn't have that much, considering he says he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about after you buy a house for maybe $700,000, you have $300,000 left.
You're going to have to keep working.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Why are you going to work? You're a millionaire.
That's the gauge right there. If you could stop working for the rest of your life and not worry about anything and keep, or maybe even do more, have more of the lifestyle you're accustomed to, then you're set. You're a legitimate millionaire. Mm-hmm. If not, you're not a millionaire.
If you could take $2 million, put it in the bank, or put it into like some low risk stock thing, right?
Yeah.
Like something really low risk,
which is nothing now.
Right. Well, yeah, maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You could remain a millionaire and live off the interest. There is a certain point. Well, if you guys
there's no living off interest anymore.
Not on you guys. You guys vote. You guys bet on yourselves. What's wrong with you?
No, there's no living off. You used to be able to take money, put it in the bank,
and
and live off the interest.
What was the interest rate? Like in the 70s,
oh my
80s?
God.
10% or something ridiculous?
Ridiculous, yeah, 10, 15%.
Where you could actually do what Bobby's saying, is just live off the interest. You can't do that nowadays.
I'm not saying put
1%.
I mean, you do well if you put the money in a
slow risk, like a CD or something like that.
You do okay, but you're not living off that.
No.
Excuse me, sir. What's this?
Oh boy, what do you want?
Did I ever say that? Did the word sandwich ever come out of my mouth?
Oh Christ,
dude, leave it alone.
Did the word sandwich ever come out? Do I look like I eat carbohydrates? Sorry, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Exactly, Bobby.
Do I look like I eat carbohydrates?
Not anymore, right, Bobby?
Do I look? Maybe you come here. You eat this bread. Get over here and eat this bread.
Dude, he's a 38-year-old intern. Give him a break. Look at this guy.
Cut him some slack.
How desperate he is.
Get David in here. I want him to eat this bread. You're right.
Where's David?
David.
I don't need bread.
My David.
We haven't talked to David in a while. We should have David do something today.
David is...
You want to do kosher sports? What do you want to do with David today?
I'd throw him out a window.
Really?
Perhaps.
Really?
David's a little too comfortable. Yeah. He's a little too comfy around here these days. and it shows.
Of course, knowing this company, he's probably our new boss. Just hasn't told us yet.
Because as an intern, it's like, of course you don't want him bowing and averting his eyes when you walk in, but...
What was that movie with Robert Redford where he went into as a prisoner, but he was really the warden?
Brubaker?
Yeah, Brubaker. Is that?
I don't know if that was it, but yeah.
David comes in. Opie, Anthony, I would like to talk to you today.
Yes. I run everything. I run the media. Yeah, figured.
Hey, I want to get back to Bobby with this crying thing. So, Secret Millionaire makes you cry?
Yeah, dude, look, let me tell you something. I have something happen to me where, I opened something up, like in therapy, like a year and a half ago. Like we went into back to when little Bobby, they used to call me, let me just tell you, first of all, they used to call me Spiff. I wasn't Bobby.
Spiff?
Spiff. Because,
we're hanging with Spiff today, Aunt.
Spiff.
What a cute little nickname.
Because my mother used to let my hair grow long, and I used to wear suspender shorts and a bow tie every day.
Get out of here.
I swear to God, I'll get you a picture.
How old were you?
I don't know why.
18?
How you guys get us all 18. You guys give us all to open up and just throw our garbage on the table, and then you give it to the savages on Paltalk.
Yeah, then we just smash in the face. How old were you that it was acceptable to wear a bow tie and suspender shorts, Anthony? Not suspender, because suspenders, some of the older folk in the audience will remember it was in style for about a day or two.
Yeah.
It really was.
You were wearing lederhosen.
Yes. Yes.
Wearing lederhosen.
Yeah, it was very similar to that.
How old were you, really?
And I'm not good with that age. I don't know. I can't go back with, hey, I must have been, I don't
remember
know.
who was beating you at the time and then do the math.
Well, this is the point. You're right. You're absolutely
I'm right.
I wasn't getting beat at the time. I was actually,
all right, that's
this
good.
was just before, the BM stepped into my life.
Oh, yeah.
The stepfather. I say BM because I don't want to give his name over the radio, but
all right.
He so it had to be before first grade.
Wow.
First grade, I was Spiff.
So you got this out in therapy?
Well, we went back to Spiff.
Right.
We started talking to
Gotcha.
Spiff.
Were you talking to Spiff in therapy?
No,
You're not one of those weirdos, are you?
No. I was just.
Can we talk to little Spiff?
Let's talk to Spiff.
Can we talk to little Spiff? Is Spiff with us today?
Spiff?
Please tell me you talked to Spiff.
Hi, Opie. How are you? Everything's great today.
Who else do we have in the room today?
Yeah.
We have Billy.
Hi, Billy.
Billy, no need to be angry.
I'm not angry.
No, it scares Spiff.
Don't take me into the closet. Don't take me into the closet.
Psychobabble crap.
I don't want to put it in my mouth.
Oh, God.
Oh, is that good?
Young Spiff.
I love those dummies out there that think they could cure the multi-personality person.
Who are we talking to now? The guy that's got to pay for this crap?
Right.
I guess.
Right.
The guy that signs the check and gives it to you like an idiot?
No, he doesn't do that. My therapist, the one thing he does is he looks at the clock. I catch him looking at the clock.
See, that's why I can't do that.
And I actually called him on. I go, you look at the clock again, I'm going to smash you in the head with the clock.
Wow.
He goes, you're not paying me enough to not look at that clock.
Oof.
That's probably the only reason
He's good.
Probably the only reason why I don't go into therapy, because I know they're just there like, I'll care about you for the next hour, and then I got the next dummy waiting to get in here.
No, this guy's good.
Yeah.
I actually like Alan Lefkowitz. But he, you know what it was? Is we started talking about that stuff, and that's the stuff that you forget, you push down, and you just, you'll talk about it casually.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about it for real, little Spiff that was happy, lived in the Irish Catholic home with 13 people, but everybody was still happy. My uncles slept all over, and my aunts had a room. Me and my mother slept on a mattress on the floor. My grandmother, my grandfather, but we all, had food.
The Little Rascals?
Yeah, it was like that.
What the hell is going on?
It was a really good
Sounds like
time.
some old scene from the 30s.
My uncle would take me in the back and teach me how to make. We talked about it last week, making bow and arrows. And
sure.
One uncle would teach me how to fight. The other one taught me math. The other one taught me how to do work and get a job done. And my grandfather taught me about life. It was really. And then my mother.
It sounds very nice and educational and everything. How did you get so screwed up?
Well, then my mother apparently got lonely. the insecure twizzer that she is. And she met some guy that was just bugging her to get married. Yeah, he really, that's what she told me later in life. He just kept bugging me to get married. And finally I was like, you know what? Screw it.
What happened? A little spiff.
And then we moved in, and I remember, I'll tell you the day that it happened. We moved into the brand new apartment. This guy had money too. He was an insurance adjuster. He had one of those wheels on a stick in the back of his trunk that he would walk.
You'd have to walk and chalk off how many feet were
skid marks before the disaster.
Things like that.
Right, exactly. He had the Monte Carlo with the T-roofs and the spokes.
Oh, wow.
Back when that was the T. Remember the T-roof? You had to take it off, put it in the trunk?
Sure, pain in the ass.
I'll hold the fat chick. Just hold my T-roofs as we drive.
Best thing about those, they never leaked.
Ever. Ever.
They didn't figure that one out.
Not a drop came through.
They couldn't figure that one out.
No, they couldn't.
But we moved into the new apartment out of my grandmother's house where we were packed in. We were sleeping on a mattress on the floor. We moved into the new apartment. I remember walking into my bedroom, and I had this beautiful ceiling fixture, like a light, but it was like a modern chandelier. Mm-hmm. And I had a toy box full of toys, brand new, a desk full of desk stuff.
This is the best life ever.
Right.
Like young Spiff.
Right.
With a little English hat on and knickers. I could just picture you in suspenders.
You sure they were?
Thank you, Mum.
You sure they were calling you Spiff and not
what?
Because of your Hispanic background.
Oh, my mother did that to me too. I looked more Asian when I was young. She used to hold me up, and I used to cry every time she did it too, hysterically crying. She used to hold me up and go, "Someday a woman's gonna come to the door, Bobby," and go, "Oh, Mrs. Kelly, you got a wrong baby," and then I would cry.
Oh, and you'd cry.
Yeah, but I was still
poor young Spiff.
Yeah, but then I remember this is what happened. Ready? I had my brand new room, my sister had her own room, they had a room.
I'm not hearing anything bad yet.
Okay, so I'm in.
All good.
Sounds like a fabulous childhood.
We had the story now. You had a great childhood.
Yeah.
Let's just end it here.
I had a little side room on my room, like a little side room with a couple bean bags and a TV and a set of binoculars, because if you got the binoculars and looked out that window, there was a drive-in that you could actually watch movies from.
Ooh.
Right. I remember watching Benji. Benji?
What a perfect childhood. This is awesome.
So one day I fell asleep in the bean bag. I was watching my TV, my little 13-inch black and white TV that was mine.
Young Spiff is in his own room.
And I remember waking up, and it went from day to night. You know, that when you nap from day to night, it's kind of a...
I do it all the time, believe me.
And I woke up, and I remember waking up with a smile on my face, like happy. I remember being happy. And I went out to the kitchen, and I opened the door, and it was like opening a door to traffic. Because I remember my sister had a phone cord wrapped around her neck, crying. My mother was screaming and crying, and this guy was walking around with his fist clenched. Oh. And my sister went to make a phone call. He grabbed the phone cord, wrapped it around her, and threw it at her head. Then my mother went to grab him, and he punched her in the stomach. And then my mother grabbed my sister and me, ran into the bedroom, and I tried to shut the door, and I was trying to hold the door.
Oh, young Spiff was trying to protect his family.
Right? They're crying. Now, he's 6, I think he was 6'4".
Oh, wonderful.
Okay? All I remember is a foot coming through the door. Like a horror movie.
Oh, no.
The door goes flying.
Here's Johnny.
And this is what I remember. This is
Did your mom send you through the bathroom window to slide down the big snowbank and get to the snowcat?
Foot comes through the door.
I was retracing my footsteps in blood.
Yeah.
So the foot comes through the door. I go flying against the wall. Now, this is what I was a coward at this age.
Aww.
This is what probably affects my rage now. When I get so angry.
You're making up for it now.
Well, I remember I pretended to be hurt because I was so scared.
Yeah.
I pretended to get knocked out. Like I hit the wall, but I wasn't.
Really?
And I kind of just slid down the wall. Like he would feel bad for me, but he didn't.
Now you're an easier target. An unconscious Spiff.
Yeah. And he just came in, he just started screaming. He goes, "Shut up. He just started snapping.
What was he mad at? What was he mad about?
I You know what, dude? Can I just tell you something? That I swear to God, you should be my therapist. I never asked my mom what that was about.
What happened?
But my mother's Irish Catholic, so she's going, can't we just forget about it? Can't we just move on?
Bury it, swallow it,
Yes.
put it in a deep, dark spot in your body where it'll never come out. Oh, really? Oh, God.
You heard that as a kid?
Oh, yeah. Just swallow it.
So you have no idea why this guy turned into a complete lunatic.
It was, honest to God, the first time I ever saw that type of rage.
Of rage and anger and violence.
I never saw it. Never.
Wow.
I saw my uncles fight, but it was always stupid stuff. I never, ever saw
Young Spiff's
fight.
perfect little life right then was just
Ruined.
turned topsy-turvy.
Because my mother was a lonely bitch.
And had to marry this friggin' violent idiot.
How did it end?
He slammed the door, and then I remember us just holding each other. Like we were connected.
That's
like
a
us
horrible scene if you got to do that.
We were just all holding each other and just shaking and crying.
What the hell, Bobby?
Oh, man.
You were living that dumb movie with the red wagon. What was the name of that?
Oh, yes, the
With
radio
the red flyer. The radio flyer.
Yeah, the king.
The king
came in and
Yeah,
started beating you.
your mom married the king.
that was the last time I talked to Spiff.
Or you like the what's his name? Dwight Yoakam in Sling Blade.
Yeah.
Get out my house!
What do you mean the last time you talked to Spiff? You were Spiff.
Yeah, I know. Last time that,
That's the last time it was Spiff.
Yeah, that was it. That was the last time I was
Spiff was his innocence. That was his young innocence. Right after that, he became Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well,
young, happy Spiff was dead.
Did she kick him to the curb, or was it kind of like
cut to 5 years later?
5 years later?
5 years.
They were together for 5 years?
I got kicked out of Catholic school because of him. Because I went in with a black eye one day. He punched me in the face.
Yeah.
And I went into school with a black eye. And I had already learned how to stuff the, because the teacher was like, what happened? I was like, nothing. And I got a black eye and I'm trying to hold back tears. And they had to take me out in the hall. And then I had to tell them what happened. And then they were like, we can't have this here. So I got kicked out of Catholic school.
We can't have this here. They didn't call like the police.
No.
It was like, hey, get out of our school. You're making us look bad.
Yeah, what a lovely religion. Yeah. Your mom married Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, he was bad.
Listen to the replay.
Oh, you said it?
Oh.
I had a good one, too.
I even said Dwight Yoakam from Sling Blade.
From Sling Blade? Oh, my God.
And I even added a line in, get out my house.
I didn't hear.
I did a whole Dwight Yoakam thing.
That's fine. Well,
I did like 10 minutes on Dwight Yoakam.
It's good to know I'm in good company.
I like this guy.
So, are you got to be mad at your mom.
No, well, yeah,
For staying in this for 5 years.
Well, this is even the thing now is that, we cut to 5 years later. She's finally leaving him. And what happened was, he would call my sister fat.
All right. I'm with you now. We're back on the
He would call my sister fat and hit me and, all this stuff. And then this is what changed. This is where I snapped. This is where I realized violence, rage, and anger has more of an effect and almost feels better than trying, because nobody talks to you. Nobody helps you through this stuff. He came after me one day, yelling at me, screaming at me, and I grabbed a knife. And he actually went, go ahead, do it.
Wow.
Without even hesitating, I came down with the knife. He moved his hand. Then I chased him around the house with the knife. I was in 6th grade. Okay?
6th grade,
Sixth
and
grade.
you're ready to murder somebody.
Murder him, dude. My mother came down and grabbed me and had to hold me back. I was like, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Because he tried to make me do yard work on a Sunday or a Saturday, some crappy.
But that's what parents do.
I wouldn't do anything this guy told me to do.
It wasn't that. It was his.
We all had chores to do on weekends.
I cried.
No, chores were one thing. He used to make me do the stuff that he should do, dig out a stump.
What was his problem? Was he
Dig out a stump.
Yeah.
12 years old?
Hard work.
I'm in 6th grade. I'm out there. But he'd make me do it with a spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 days later, Bobby's still following where the roots are going.
Yeah. I can't do that. What is the matter with you?
Digging up sidewalks to get to more root.
Right.
Was
yeah.
he a drinker? What was his deal? We got to take a break, but wrap this whole
He
thing
wasn't
up,
a drinker. He wasn't a drinker. I don't know what he was. He was just.
Yeah,
I think
where did
his.
rage
How bad do you
come
want to
from?
punch him in the face right now?
I actually saw him.
When?
No way.
I saw him one time. I worked at Grossman's Bargain Outlet in the indoor-outdoor carpet section.
Oh.
And I used to roll myself up in the carpet and take naps. And one day I unrolled myself after my little lovely nap, and I looked over.
There he was beating your family again.
I hate face cloths because of this guy, because every morning he would take a shower and he would dry his hair with a face cloth, like just rub it over and over and over and over, and then part his hair to the side perfectly with one of those combs, and then get that guy hairspray, I forget the name of it, and spray.
Just for men.
Yeah, that was something like that.
One of those man products.
I actually had to leave. I ran out and I had to take off because he wasn't as big to me anymore. Because I was like, I was in 18 at the time, high school.
You should have punched him in the face.
I know.
Although it's so easy to say everything, you just, like me, start crying.
I just remember this. All he wanted was a Corvette. That's all he kept complaining. And he couldn't get a Corvette because of us, because of the money he had to spend on his family.
Right.
And he finally got a Corvette, but he got so fat he couldn't fit into it anymore, so we had to sell it.
Nice.
Shut your goddamn pie hole!
All right, Bobby. Thanks for sharing. That's insane. We're going to take a quick break and continue.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
But this is good.
Fancy talk for a whore.
I can't watch that movie.
I bet. I bet.
It's close to home, huh? Wow. So it leads to today where you cry at shows like Secret Millionaire.
My wife walked in last night. She thought somebody died.
Oh.
I'm just sniffling.
Extreme Home Makeover.
I can't watch it.
Yeah, a little rough, right?
I can't watch it. I can't.
What's some of those other shows you cry at?
Little People, Big World.
Biggest Loser.
John and Kate.
Plus 8. The Struggles. The Thing Door.
Little Spiff is dead. He died that day.
No. Spiff is he's
yeah,
here.
but he died that day.
No, see, what Bobby's saying is Spiff is back.
Spiff, it was reborn.
Yeah, he's got a new innocence, right? Am I leading?
I don't know. You know what?
I think you've come full circle. Like, you finally got rid of the tough Bobby. Like, I got to protect everybody and my mom and my sister. And now I allow Spiff back into my life, and I enjoy the simple things that life offers.
No, I still punch the fridge.
All right, well.
If you back my wife's head into the fridge, my punch marks go around her head perfectly.
Great. I was going for the happy ending. You chose to living in hell. 877-212-0A. RobertKellyLive.com. This is too far down the road, but I'll mention it anyway. Bobby's going to be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey on January 15th through the 17th, so you might want to write that down. Bobby's awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome on those comedy stages and on the radio with us. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Yeah, it's Opie and Anthony on a Friday.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Friday.
Nice.
Where's my Friday guy? We're looking for new Friday guys. So far, what has been sent in, not so good. So, Bon Jovi, top touring act of 2008. That's where we were.
Can I tell you something, too?
Yep.
You know who is iTunes top 10 comedy CDs? Number 1?
Dane Cook.
No, Robert Kelly. Just the tip.
Robert Kelly.
I would like to thank the Opie and Anthony fans for helping make that happen.
Bravo.
All 13 of them that bought my CD.
Who's number 2?
Steve Byrne.
Who? I'm not even kidding.
He's.
I know a little something about comedy. Who's Steve Byrne?
He's a. This is one of his jokes too. He's a friend of mine, so I can say this because he's Irish and Asian. He's so that makes him Caucasian. he's a white guy. He's half white and half Asian, so he's Caucasian.
Thanks for that, Bobby.
He's funny. He's a funny guy.
Number 2, huh?
Actually, Norton says his hairline, it looks like he has Lego hair.
We used to call that Mr. Potato Head hair. Wait, no. Why am I trying to make your joke better? I'm an idiot.
Actually, it was Norton's joke. It wasn't mine.
Do I have to tear down walls here sometimes?
Sure, go ahead.
Opie usually tears down the wall, but people, I'm reading on Paltalk, somebody I just read, what happened to the Pendulum contest? Now, if you've listened to this show over the years, you realize we hold contests and we never finish them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just part of the show.
Yeah, it's just an excuse to get people to send in stuff.
Send in good,
have
fun
some fun
stuff.
with it, and then we move on.
We never mention a prize.
Nope.
We never mention when the contest ends. There's no contest rules.
Nope.
It's just, we call it a contest, but it's more like, please give us material so we can do less.
Yeah. We should start just calling it audience participation.
Right.
Let's just leave the whole contest word out of it.
Yeah. It's audience participation.
Yeah.
No, I do that though. That's great that some kid who really thought he was going to win something, you just shattered his whole.
Yeah. They like did something. They put something together, sent it in, hoped, prayed.
You know, he bought Christmas presents based on the prize he was going to win from you guys.
Great.
Right.
Don't worry, honey. We can afford it. Trust me.
This one's a shoe-in.
I got December's mortgage payment, paid. As soon as they send me that check for the winning entry.
She keeps telling her parents, no, it is a good song. He is going to win. I heard it. And they did say it on the radio that was their favorite.
Wrong. You're not winning anything.
So here we go, the top 10 grossing concerts. Now, this is what I want to do with Anthony and Bobby. How many of these shows would you really go see? And these were the biggies that people were checking out this past year.
All right.
In 10th place, Rascal Flatts.
Oh, that's
Hell
country.
no.
I don't know who they are.
I might have been dragged to a Rascal Flatts concert if I had stayed with somebody, but I never got the opportunity.
Shame on you, man. A lot of people checking out the Rascal Flatts.
Well, whatever.
I don't know who they are.
And then you got the Eagles in 9th place.
The Eagles, I would probably see the Eagles.
Yeah, I'd probably check them out.
You know.
Donovan McNabb is a singer?
No. We're not talking about the football team.
funny.
I'm trying.
That's kind of funny.
That was kind
Yeah,
of.
that's all right. Actually, then you have the Spice Girls.
No.
Hell no. Then you got Neil Diamond.
As a goof, I would probably go see Neil Diamond. Yeah.
These were the top grossing acts
Love on the
of
Rocks.
2008.
No surprise.
I love Neil Diamond.
Neil Rock, E-Rock went to Neil Diamond?
Neil Rock saw E Diamond. Neil Rock.
I got acid reflux today.
Do ya?
And it's driving me nuts.
Aw. Drink some
I'm in pain.
Have some Maalox.
I'm sweating even.
You should drink a cup of coffee and eat a lot of chocolate.
Yeah. All right, Neil Diamond. Then you got Kenny Chesney.
Another one I might have been dragged to go see a few months back, but in this day and age, no.
Hell no. Okay, then you got Celine Dion. Yeah.
Never in a million years on a bet would I go and see her.
Why?
I'm reading this list.
Celine
Just to
Dion.
see her wink at you?
Oh, God.
I love that.
And come to those dramatic endings to her songs where she like throws that fist in the air. Here it is.
She leans on one ass cheek and points to the crowd. And winks at you. That's the end of the song, baby.
Phony.
Looks like someone's been to a Celine Dion show.
Her awful, like dead person hips.
She really... It's like mummy hips.
Yeah.
She has mummy hips. Just bones sticking out of the tight pants she wears, thinking they're sexy.
She has awful hips. Her just spaded shovel ass. Wears those leather pants. Oh, she's disgusting.
Nothing more painful than a chick with like hip bones that are poking out, and it's like, just ow.
Yeah, just go
Stop.
eat something.
Let me control this because you're hurting me.
Was she ever hot?
Yeah, no.
You said
Celine?
yeah, though.
No, she was just worse than what she was.
Right.
Her teeth. Remember her teeth when she first? Oh,
Well, she was a kid, and that creepy ghoul husband of hers, who was managing her at the time, Renee.
He can't even say it the right way.
Renee realized that he wanted a piece of that when she was like 12 or something, and they wound up getting married.
yeah. Then he fixed her up like Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Got her new teeth. Got a nose job.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not as bad as she was if you look at her. Yeah, she had really bad teeth.
She's horrible.
All right, then you got Celine Dion, of course, and then finally the only concert I saw this past year on this list, The Police.
The Police.
I think they came in like 5th place. That looks like, or 4th place. Okay, then you got Madonna. Ugh.
Never, ever would I sit amongst a huge audience of homosexuals to see Madonna.
Call it a gaggle.
A gaggle of bitches to go see Madonna. Oh,
Madonna looks bad now too. Her legs.
dude, she went in the wrong direction with that weight loss and working out. Once you reach a certain age, you just don't have that muscle mass and the fat content under your skin, and she looks awful.
Yeah.
She's like Mummy.
Yeah, her butt, it doesn't have that butt anymore. It's just like the coccyx bone is sticking out.
The bone is sticking out, and it's the pants stretched over it. Like
she didn't have to like even spread her butt cheeks when she goes poop. It just comes out because it's just open, exposed butt.
Just awful.
Nah,
She lost the meat.
Yeah, she lost the meat on her.
There's no meat left.
There's no crease in her butt. It's just open.
She used to be pretty hot looking.
Well, back.
But now, like, she went too far with her procedures, and she's starting to look like cat-like. You know, when the women get too much face work done. I don't know if it was a facelift or what, but now there's something going on where everything's stretched, and she's got puffy cheekbones,
and her hands
and
look
her
like,
lips.
Her hands look like she works on like an oil rig. You know what I mean? Like a $20 whore hand, just
chafed,
dirty knuckles, and her fingernails are fatter than her knuckles. Like her fingernail is just a fat fingernail. And
I liked when she first came out and looked like she smelled. That's the Madonna I like.
God, you just nailed it.
It's the swarthy Madonna.
You just knew she might
big
have
eyebrows.
She didn't shave her arms.
No, her arms
as often as she probably should have.
Yeah.
Let it go under her arms a little bit.
Yeah.
So you got Madonna in, what would that make her? Third place? Okay. Then Springsteen, and then, of course, Bon Jovi was the top grossing act of 2008.
Man, if you thought back in the 80s that Bon Jovi would be a top grossing act in 2008, that's bizarre to even imagine.
Bon Jovi I've seen him twice.
Yeah.
He and you can understand, like,
He's the performer.
He's the performer, Anthony, and he
Not
comes
just
out.
the musician, he's the performer.
He owns the stage and the crowd.
Yes.
He can come out and he doesn't even say. He says, "Shot through the heart," and then the rest of the crowd just sings the rest of the song, Anthony.
Yeah, that's not too annoying.
I mean, you don't even have to sing the song. How, if I could just go out, you're famous, if I could just go out and say one joke, and then they just do the rest of the act.
Wouldn't that be great as a comic if you could just say one joke and then, like, you put the mic out?
Yeah.
And the audience does
Actually,
it?
they can do that with Voss's act.
They used to do that with Dice, with the
nursery rhymes.
The nursery rhymes, yeah.
Yeah, but there's a generation gap because I actually said that there's the Police, and then there's Bon Jovi, but Bon Jovi's still clinging on to generations of kids that are coming up because of the commercials. Like, I actually asked this girl at a club, I don't know what she was, 20. Harley was her name, smoking hot, and she knows she's been molested too, because she was hot, but she had no self-esteem. She shouldn't even been talking to me, but she was.
This is perfect.
She said, I said, yeah, did you ever see Smokey and the Bandit? She went, what? I go, Burt Reynolds, Smokey and the Bandit? No, I don't even know what
Why
that
would you
is.
even say that to a 20-year-old?
I just didn't know that I reached that age.
You gotta have a 20-year-old filter in your head for stuff you say so you don't sound like the old bastard you are.
Do you have any more pedophile tricks?
No, this is just how I live my life. I know exactly what you're not supposed to say.
Yeah,
you don't
say
things.
Your
like
knowledge starts at like 1988 if you're 20.
I didn't know.
At the year of your birth, you probably know what's going on because you learn about it later when you're a little older.
I had to do the Census Bureau sent me a couple of letters, and of course I just shred them. And then someone came to the door and asked, he said, well, we sent a couple of letters, and now I'm here to do the census. Yeah,
did he say it like that, or did he say it like this? Oh, with the shotgun in his mouth.
Well, close.
Oh, really?
Well, you know how it is. When strange people knock on my door, I'm prepared, let's just say. That's all. I'm just prepared. No one's going to kick my door in and go, hey, surprise. So, I opened it. He had his credentials. I had gotten the letters. I said I didn't. I just, threw them away. He goes, by law, you have to, the census is very important and figuring out who lives where and whatever. So he starts going through things. And I had to, he goes, okay, date of birth. And I'm looking around the house and I go, maybe we should step into the other room. There's somebody here I might not want to hear. I'm not hiding my age, but the thing is, to say what year you're born, it puts it in perspective to a 20-year-old.
Honey, I put the Skittles on the table. I'm going to go in the other room.
That's like me talking to somebody who remembers the Kaiser and beating the Kaiser in Germany. Remembers German soldiers with pointy helmets.
Did he ask you how old your daughter was when he was in the house?
Hey, yeah.
It's just you and your daughter living
they
here?
asked how many people live here. Is it just you and your daughter? Yeah.
He
and then
said that?
Then I deep kissed her right in front of him.
Daddy says I'm the best.
Yes. Yeah, I said that too. I said, if anybody ever, when you go to the door, if anybody ever says, is your father home? Don't say anything. Just call me to the door. I'll start talking and slowly just start touching you very inappropriately. I just think that would be hysterical to do. Yeah, she's my little girl. And then you just grab a breast and put your hand on her ass.
And have her look like she's trying to blank out some kind of like
SOS.
help me code with her.
Call the police.
Right.
Child services.
Pink red marks around her wrist, like she just got out of handcuffs.
So the census guy just unzips and starts right there. Yeah, finally something hot. But when you blurt out that age or with the year you're born, not even so much your age, just the year you're born, you're like, oh God, that's ancient history.
Yeah.
And that, you know what is a fun little game to play? Actually, it's not, but I think about it sometimes. You take like the year you're born and see how many years it is till now, which is your age, but then go backwards.
I do that.
And see what it was like for somebody that was born that many years before. And it's like, wow, that was a long, long time ago. Oof. That's only a couple of lifetimes.
You almost hung out with people that were born in the
what?
1800s.
The Titanic. I could have had
Almost.
No. Wait a minute.
You got a great grandma,
let me think.
right?
Well, let me think. 1912.
How old's your grandma?
I don't know. Let me think. 1912. And what? 20,
You want me to do the math? What do you need?
16. All right. You know something? You're absolutely right. Someone could have been like 50-something or 60 and been on the Titanic and could have held me as a little child.
Yeah.
All right. That's kind of sick. Someone could have been born in the 1800s and held me as a baby. All right. That I don't even want to deal with that thought.
My grandma died at 92. She held her great grandkids, and if they're lucky enough to live for until they're 90, there you got 180 year difference.
My grandfather's 98.
Can you imagine?
He's still alive.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he's held some kids that hopefully will get into their 90s, and there you got a connection that goes 180 years.
Well, someone might have held him that was born in what? Like 1801?
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Probably, yeah.
Like New Lincoln?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln.
He knew Lincoln.
Was making out with Abe.
Honest Abe.
I don't know.
His crazy wife.
Think he was honest back then?
There are rumors. Yes, I did meet Groucho Marx.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Back in 1973. It was something called A Day at the Races out in California. And it was a quarter horse racing. And Groucho was there, and some other celebrities were there. Artie Johnson from Rona Martin's Laugh-In, and Joanne Worley was there. And but Groucho was there, and this was, oh boy, they wheeled him up in a wheelchair, and he was at death's door.
Really?
And I had him sign an autograph for me, which of course I lost because I was an irresponsible.
Oh, that's smart,
little kid.
You could have a Groucho Marx autograph. That's insane.
Yeah,
well,
Groucho.
And if he was alive today, how old would Groucho be? 130 or something?
Please.
Something ridiculous?
Shortly after that, he became Deado. The lost Marx brother. Deado.
All right, when we get back, we got a tasing video clip. We'll play the audio, obviously.
Love tasings.
And did I say blank out instead of blink out? Wow, I'm having a rough one today. And then the German nursing home from yesterday, Anthony. We'll finally play this.
What is it?
German nursing service caters to gay elderly. I kid you not. We'll explain next. And also, I'm being reminded we have a video to show you today, Bobby.
Oh, I heard
a nice video.
I know.
A nice video.
Really? Opie?
Will you at least sit through it?
Right, I'll do that if you can go through an acting class. Listen. Listen.
Will you at least watch the video?
Listen, for the listeners,
We'll all watch it together.
It is a nice video.
I will try to watch it, and I've been working on my my reflex, whatever it is. What is it called?
Gag reflex.
Yeah, I've been working on my gag reflex with Jim Norton on weekends.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it.
But I'll see if I can get through it.
You'll humor us and try to sit through this video?
I will humor you and try to sit through this video. Can I eat? Should I eat first?
Oh, yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should, probably.
You just want to see egg?
It's better on a full stomach.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you got your breakfast done, we'll show you the video.
Because you won't be able to eat after.
No,
maybe.
and the regulars know what video we're talking about.
I just like...
To the newbies, don't worry. We'll explain after the break. But first, the FU line on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 7 new voice messages. First voice message.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big FU to James, you piece of dog. I hope you crash that piece of motorcycle you drive down the road. Die, you piece of dog crap.
Next message.
This is Green Guy in Buffalo. I want to give a big you to the Buffalo Bills for making me drive all the way to Toronto to watch them lose to the hapless Miami Dolphins. 6 points in 2 games. Go yourself.
Next message.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big you to all these douche nozzle homeowners with these stupid effing inflatable blow-up Christmas decorations. F you, ya.
Next message.
Yeah, this is Murph. I want to give a non-literal you to that made-up calling gay day. I didn't find out about it until all the friends at work started calling me a homo. So, you.
Next message.
I'd like to give a big you to my girlfriend who ignores me for 2 weeks and says, oh, I've been busy doing yeah, sleeping over a guy, so you.
Next message.
Hey, F you to my boss. I just want to let your ass know I get stoned every morning before work. I get stoned every lunch break. Thanks for not laying me off this week, but F you for thinking about it for next week.
Next message.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a big F you to the welfare recipient and her 2 illegitimate kids that got out of their Escalade and had to throw the door wide open and ding my door in a Stop and Shop parking lot. F you, you inconsiderate welfare recipient.
End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you and goodbye.
Opie and Anthony hanging with Robert Kelly from robertkellylive.com for all the tour dates. Number 2 on iTunes as far as comedy CDs go? Number 1, sorry.
Well, in the top 10. I made up the number 1 part. I'm just in number 1 spot. That doesn't mean anything. But the iTunes top 10 comedy CDs of 08.
That's very cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What else is going on in the world? Unemployment, Anthony?
Yes.
Hits 26-year high.
Oh, I thought you were going to say is in our very near future.
Well, who knows?
Of course. You never know.
I know we'll at least finish out the year, and then we'll figure it out from there. Yeah, unemployment hasn't been this high in 26 years. So do the math. It's 2?
Yeah, something like that. But then it, got better. So what are you going to do? It'll get better. I like when they say that. Gas prices are higher than they've been in 15 years. It's like, okay, well, then they went down.
Yeah.
It was 15 years ago. We kind of made it, I guess.
Gas is at a nice little level right now.
Yeah.
Don't you think? What are you paying, $1.70? Something like that?
I don't even know. I pulled up. You know what I've been doing lately? Pulling up, getting out of my vehicle, and sliding the old credit card in there, and then having the guy come up to me and go, full serve. Like, oh, sorry. Like, I keep pulling up to the full serves and getting out to pump my own gas. I put it in and some code came up. I was like, what? Well, what is this? It says amount to put in. I'm like, I don't know. Full. You don't have letters here to spell out full.
The full serve guys know what they're doing.
I'd rather do it myself at this point.
They're looking for $1 or $2.
You ain't getting nothing out of me, pal.
Now that the prices have dropped, I'm giving money again at the pumps.
You know what? When I'll tip, when if you remember when Marty McFly first got to Hill Valley, there was a Texaco station there, and the Texaco guys came out and serviced the car like a pit crew. If I see that, then I'll tip.
Bob, you want to
check your tires?
Want to go to Starbucks?
Check your water. Blah 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 blah. All that.
He's going to be talking about this for the next 15
No,
minutes.
no.
Want to go grab a cup of coffee?
I rarely throw in a Back to the Future reference, so I figured I would throw one in.
I like chess.
I let's play a game of chess.
No, I haven't played chess since the 12-year-old beat my ass online. What?
No one remembers that
we
scene?
remember.
Of course.
It was a great scene.
Of course it was. The whole movie's a great scene.
This is the average right now. Average is a $1.65 a gallon. Anthony, we've been quizzing you all week. $1.65 a gallon today is what you'll pay the average.
Well,
what was the average a year ago?
A year ago, the average was $2.16.
No.
Higher. I'm gonna go $2.17.
No.
I'm doing prices right.
No
rules.
One more.
No.
A year ago today.
A year ago today, the price was $3.10.
No.
Okay. All right.
Also, Bank of America to cut 35,000 jobs in the next 3 years. And KB Toys files for bankruptcy.
KB Toys stinks. Even as
we don't
a
even have kids, and we know that.
I
KB Toys
hated because I love going into toy stores.
Yeah,
I used to like going into Toys R Us. They've kind of kidded it down a little too much. Like I liked going in there and video games and stuff and checking out some of the cool like Hot Wheels cars and action figures, radio control stuff, things like that. KB was nothing but stupid dolls for girls and the crappiest radio control garbage ever. No wonder they're filing for bankruptcy. Good. It was never a good. You were like, oh, KB, it's a toy store. I'll go in. I'll look around. Ugh.
Just the worst stuff.
Now my toy stores all have the word guns in their name. Those are my toys.
You got a lot of them too.
Coliseum Gun Traders. That's my toy store.
Hey, Bobby, you ready to see the video?
I don't know.
We got a video for you.
I'm sure.
Danny, you got that video?
I'm sure it's lovely.
No, it's not where I met my girl.
KB Toys?
Yes. It's funny.
The only thing that makes me laugh about I hate when you guys show me these videos and I puke and here comes Sam with a camera so you know it's bad.
Of course.
No, it's not bad.
Anthony's your cackle
Dude,
during Two Girls One Cup.
No.
It makes me, for some reason, that cackle that you had going was funny to me.
It starts a chain reaction.
You can just hear
your dry heaving starts me cackling. I can't.
There's nothing funnier than watching someone puke or dry heave.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just funny.
And your reaction to Two Girls, One Cup got a lot of views.
Yeah.
People really enjoyed that one. Well, Bobby, we got a nice little video for you.
Yeah, I'm sure it's lovely.
Do your deep breathing exercises, and when you're ready, turn to the right.
Is there any? Can I just ask? Is there any way?
Steve is jumping up and down on his tippy toes. He can't.
Does anybody have a technique? Like, is there a technique out there that somebody could give me?
Yeah.
That
be a man.
No, it's not a man.
Be a man.
Look,
man up.
This stuff doesn't make me want to puke or dry heave. I think it's hilarious.
First of all, that has nothing to do with being a man. A real
all right,
man.
I'm sorry that I was like taking a shot at you.
Yeah, Billy.
I'm not Billy. I want to go beat up Billy for you. What did I say during the break?
Oh.
I'm like, what? I'll do it for you.
BM.
I hate stories like that.
All right,
Billy
listen.
Mitchell, nice.
Billy
Nice.
Mitchell.
King of Con.
Billy Mitchell is a tool.
He's the biggest
is
tool
he
ever.
A tool. What a head of hair on him.
Boy, I'll say. All right, are you ready, Bobby?
Let me just. Jeez, wow! Wait. I almost threw up when I saw his hair. Jeez, what's wrong? His hair is crazy.
I like when he puts the headphones on. It's that swept back Mercury look.
Yeah,
you look like Mercury.
Yeah, but he has his own pillow with him everywhere.
Talking about Danny's hair.
Yes, it's wonderful.
Danny and Sam were part of something called, I think it was called Afro Wars. It ended so long ago. What?
Our part, not we're part.
Yeah, our
No,
for some reason it started the same time the Vietnam War started. These guys will not give up on this.
We gave up on the contest. I think Sam officially won because you were up against like the East Side Dave guy.
Yeah.
And Danny, we didn't even know was in on the contest. And he finally had to tell us, dude, I'm in this thing too. And now you guys have refused to cut your hair ever since. When did we start that contest, Sam?
I think the contest started last December, at which point I hadn't gotten a haircut in 2 months.
So you haven't had a haircut in about 14 months at this point?
Yeah, it was October 07.
Wow.
I won't let him cut his hair.
No. You like him like that, huh?
I like him like that, and I taught him a new thing so I don't get arrested, too.
No.
What's that?
Sam, I want kiss yourself. Kiss your knuckle. Kiss it. Kiss it soft.
God,
Now kiss slowly like it's me. Now lick it. Lick it, suck on it.
This is disturbing.
Yeah, lick it.
What are you doing?
That's it. Kiss it like I kiss you. I would kiss you.
No, don't do that.
That's it.
Sam,
Good.
why are you doing this?
Because he told me to.
Wow, is that really disturbing that he's doing it? He's like...
And how would you know that, Bobby? You and Jimmy with your, we're just acting out stuff.
Yes.
That might happen out there. What?
We're just playing around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that, Bobby.
Suck it in.
Just
Suck on it.
goofing.
It's a little too real.
Okay.
Little.
Don't
Let it
make
be known
don't
that
make
Sam
your
is
lips
sucking
thin.
on his knuckle right now because
Don't-
Bobby
yeah.
told him to.
Make your lips full and wet.
Oh.
All right, go ahead.
All right, now the video, Bobby.
All right, is there any how do you get through it, Opie? You're just disconnected and desensitized.
No. We've talked about this. This is not.
Now this
doesn't
worse.
bother me. I can't do beheading videos. Jimmy was talking about some horrendous videos going on in where
ultra violence is really bad.
Where he's been watching people get killed and stuff. I can't watch those.
I can't watch that either. Not because I'll puke, more so that it messes me up.
Although watching people die from somewhere else isn't as bad.
Yeah.
We had this whole break yesterday.
Okay,
so.
go ahead. Let's go.
This type of thing doesn't really bother me.
I gotta go with the flow. Stunt Brain told me to.
All right, here we go. For Bobby, we're showing a video.
Whoa! I don't like it already.
Wait. He turned around. Will you stop the video? Hold on. What are you doing, Bobby?
Is that a?
It's a jar on the floor.
What's on the?
Don't even try to describe it.
Hey, go back.
Is what it is.
Now we got to start over, Bobby.
Is he European? Why is it like that?
Who cares?
Oh, that isn't even. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah, here we go,
Don't
Bobby.
even pay attention to that.
All right, the video's playing. We're just gonna let it unfold in
Let
front
it
of us.
play.
Keep looking, Bobby.
Watch this.
Oh
Bobby,
Come on,
keep
just
looking.
watch.
no!
Just keep looking.
Oh no! It doesn't.
Watch.
No,
Just
please.
watch.
Just watch.
No!
Keep it clean
Don't
for the
worry
radio,
so
by
much.
the way.
Oh my God! No!
See, there's no jar now. What
Oh,
happened to
watch.
the jar? Oops. 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 Oops.
Bobby, watch.
look.
Bobby, watch.
Bobby, what?
Bobby, you gotta look. Bobby, you gotta look. No, look, Bobby.
Hold on, wait.
Oh my God!
He's giving up the breakfast he just ate.
Oh my God, dude! Was that a pickle jar?
He can still be funny. How great is this guy?
Oh, God.
And he can still be funny. All right, Danny, back up the video because unfortunately missed a bunch of the goodness.
Yeah.
Back it up a little bit, Bobby.
Is that blood?
Bobby, keep it very vague, please. We're not answering any of your questions. All right, did you back up the video? Now, Bobby, will you turn and look, please?
Something's so wrong.
All right, just turn and look. Here we go. We're gonna
Is
try
this guy
again.
all right?
Sure.
We have no idea what happens after this. But just...
All right, breathe.
Okay, breathe.
Heavy breathing.
Bobby.
We're going to
You're
push
okay.
play again.
You're
We're,
okay.
we're to the part where the jar
Can you just get to the
has
pot?
disappeared.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Don't even try to describe
He's got tears in his eyes, Bobby. All right, watch. Watch. No big deal. Stay with it. Stay with it.
God, that is really bad.
Bobby.
Let's take a look and see what he
Yeah,
does.
Bobby, there's going to be a happy ending.
What do you mean? There's more?
Yes.
What more?
There's going to be a happy ending.
You gotta see how the true resolution.
Yes.
There's a resolution to what? A pickle jar broke.
Yes,
Just keep it vague, Bobby.
No
keep
crying over. Don't cry over broken pickle jar.
All right, Bobby's watching a fine video.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There might be a happy ending. There might be a nice ta-da at the end. You never know. All right, ready? He's taking off his hat.
Yeah, he's getting all hot.
Because my electrolytes are leaving my body.
All right, who has his cell phone too close to the mic?
Danny. Is it mine?
Whose is it? It's not mine.
It's mine.
Someone's is ringing.
It's yours, of course.
Oh, no. What's happened?
How about we get someone else to work the mic? We got 20 people that work for this show. Steve, you go answer your phone, and someone else will work the mic. All right, Bobby, you ready?
Here we go.
We're going to get through this, Bobby.
Oh, God. Isn't that bad?
Bobby, we're going to get through this.
Even Keith is like, oh, God, this is really bad.
You look too.
I haven't even watched it yet. I've been here a couple times. No, I don't want to watch.
You don't
Be a man. Be a man, Keith the cop.
You don't want to watch it.
All right.
Okay, let her rip.
Let her
Danny.
rip. Here we go.
Just watch. Just watch.
Just
keep
watch.
watching.
Oh,
watch.
No.
Watch.
Watch.
Don't look away.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Oh, no.
See? See?
Oh, he's panicking, isn't he?
Wouldn't you be?
Oh, he's panicking.
What's going through his head right now is, oh, my God, I really screwed up. Dude, look at that.
Yeah.
They don't show.
That's like really. Oh my God! He's trying. Oh God! Look. Ah!
Bobby, why are you turning
watch.
away?
You gotta watch. Look how much glass, and then now there's stuff other than glass coming out. You all right? Look at this. Watch this big chunk.
Wait for it.
He's trying so hard to save his life here.
Wait for it.
Look, watch. Look.
Wait for it.
You gotta watch this big, viscous, chunky mess.
This could get him going again.
Here we go. Oh!
This could get it.
He's
Bobby
trying.
Going again.
Oh! Now there's like not just glass. This stuff wasn't supposed to be removed.
Tell me chunks don't come out. Is this
There it is. Look.
There you go.
You see? Pieces that aren't glass. Look at the things hanging.
No, dude.
There you go. There you go, Bobby.
You made it.
It just. Oh God, dude.
You made it.
What do you think?
Dude, I don't. What do I think?
What do I think?
Oh.
People are saying that's how you lost all your weight. We made you believe it.
He just throws up at everything now.
Yeah.
He has
the
memories
worst?
to puke by.
It's just that I can never undo that. I can never.
Yeah.
It's never gonna. I'm never gonna be able to undo that.
That's now
I'm never
part of
gonna.
your permanent memory.
I'm always gonna look at when I'm putting a pickle jar up there. I'm never gonna be able to do it comfortably again.
Yeah.
God, that's just awful. Why though? Is that?
Guy's got a virtual vice though to have it crack like that. My goodness.
Yeah, pickle jar is pretty thick,
Tammy.
right?
I don't know what kind of jar.
God.
I don't know.
They decided not to do any of that branding.
No.
Someone could have got a nice sponsorship.
The label off of that one.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you? I'll
Classic.
tell you the blood. The blood doesn't bother me as much as the other stuff.
Yeah.
That first stuff, for some reason, I get
Oh yeah. Interesting.
the whole beginning part, and then the part where it boom.
Yeah, where it's actually
The blood, like blood and stuff like that, makes me gag a little bit. But it almost looks fake to me, it doesn't
right,
look
like
real.
a scary movie or something.
But that first start, when it's that realistic, it's awful to me. I'll never be able to.
There you go. One guy, one cup. Oh, good job, Bobby.
Yeah, you did good. You actually made it through parts I didn't think you'd make it through.
It's the other stuff that gets me.
All right. we'll let you. Do you need a new breakfast now?
Rinse your mouth
No,
out.
I don't want.
I'll buy you breakfast.
I'm not going to eat anything right now.
Really?
No.
Want a pickle?
What do you mean you'll buy? Didn't you buy me the last? I'm not paying for that one I ate earlier.
No, we buy your stupid breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody, by the way, everyone saw you on cam there on Paltalk, and they're commenting on how good you look. Really?
Yeah,
bent over puking, but say you look very good.
You look great when you're puking.
Yes.
Is basically what they're saying. So, Opie and Anthony, RobertKellyLive.com. We'll continue in just a bit. Got another busy show. Opie and Anthony. Of course, we got Bob Kelly in studio. He just checked out One Guy, One Cup. I'm sure we can at least say that. And you can find it on your own. Because I don't think they're going to let us link it to onaradio.com.
No.
And then you got Jeffrey Ross in studio. He just handed me his DVD. No Offense, live from New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
I remember when you came in to promote this thing.
No,
and you were doing it.
A lot of your fans were in the audience during that.
Very cool.
That's a good. That's a very good cover.
Yeah, who took
Like
that
it's
photo?
very good. Like this looks very nice. Sometimes you see guys DVDs and it's like, floss, and it looks very cheap.
Yeah.
And stuff. This looks really good.
This is Dancing with the Stars money, Anthony.
Yeah.
That's actually
that's what I'm thinking.
Not even a real. That's a red carpet photo from the Flavor Flav roast that they just grabbed and doctored.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I got my ring, my grandpa's ring there. Yeah.
Yeah, you look really good.
Well, thank you. Available stores everywhere.
Dude, you got so screwed with that Dancing with the Stars. We had you in here because you've done our show a million times. You had your dance partner who was just ridiculously hot.
Edita.
Legs for days, as they like to say. And
sometimes when I get sad, I listen to a tape of that when I came in with her. Just her voice.
Yeah. Really?
Just her voice.
And then we got excited. We're going to be part of this hit show a little bit. We knew you would check in, and what happens? You get kicked off the first week.
I barely made it past the first commercial break. I came in 13th on a show that normally has 12 contestants.
Ow.
And you got poked in the eye when you needed to dance.
Yeah, you had an injury.
On the last move of the last rehearsal, I'm on my knee, legs, arms spread, like ta-da. The last move is for her to swing around me, kick me in the back, and throw me to the ground like a fake fight. Mm-hmm. And she has these long fingernails. All season, I'm watching her file these fingernails.
Talons.
I was like, and I know at any minute. And with all the flopping around I did for 5 weeks, you'd think I'd get hurt every day. Not once. The last move of the last rehearsal, I didn't even need it. The camera tech guys needed it. Slashed my cornea. I go down on the ground. I'm fumbling around. I think people think it's a joke.
Did you look over in the corner and the producers were paying her money, cash?
Nice.
She went on an early vacation. There is some conspiracy theories.
Now, slashing the cornea, is that like getting a paper cut right on your eye?
Stop.
It was very similar to that.
Hurts.
First you just think you're going to get right up,
Yeah.
I go to the emergency room and doctor's like, here's a couple of Valium, go home, relax for a couple. I'm like, no, doc, I've been waiting for this 5 weeks, all summer, Labor Day, the whole thing.
I'm going to be a big TV star.
It's my moment. He's like, no, you can't dance. I go, no. I go, doc, say it ain't so. There's got to be something you can do.
I got to dance, doc.
I'm like, it's some old time boy.
Yeah, there is something. I'm going. The show must go on.
Cha-cha.
Yeah.
I'm wearing spats in the emergency room. And
arguing with the doctor that you have to dance.
Yeah.
He put a medicated contact lens over it.
Wow.
Put like a cork in my tear socket. Like opened it up. I put an eye patch on.
Holy God!
What?
And I went back to the show, and they said, "We don't think you should dance. You should just we'll play the videotape."
They weren't talking about the injury. They were just saying, we don't think you should dance.
Yeah,
Poor Jeff walking down the hallway, click, 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 click.
It was heartbreaking. I danced anyway against doctor's orders.
Oh, no, you did something out there.
Yeah, it was like a telethon for spasmatic something.
And you couldn't see. Didn't you have an eye patch on or something? Or you took it off?
I had it on right until we danced, which was an even bigger mistake because I had no depth perception at all. I was just flailing around like it was you would have thought like the Dead Kennedys or Husker Du was playing or something the way I was dancing.
Like one pupil is completely dilated, the other one, just
I was so cockeyed.
seeing in some kind of weird.
The judges
TV
gave me
3D.
3 4s. a 12.
A 12. And what can they give?
Out of 30.
Wow.
I got a lower score than when McCartney's ex-wife's leg flew off and gave a concussion to a cameraman. I got a 12.
You think they would pump up your scores just a little bit?
Well, that old band Cloris Leachman got a 15, so I knew I was doomed.
Well, they wanted her. Right from the get-go, they wanted Cloris Leachman to go a long way.
That wasn't even dancing.
She was sassy.
They just dragged. I told her on the finale. They just dragged her lifeless body around the dance floor, like Weekend at Bernie's the musical. That was a heartbreaker. I got to tell you, I'm just starting to come out of it a little bit.
I felt bad for you. And there you're on TV, so you probably want to look good, and you got an eye patch on. Like, look at him.
And not only that, but my friends told me that I was safe. You heard about that prank? It was awful.
No, what happened?
Oh no,
really? Cousin Sal, who writes for the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Yeah.
He's a good buddy of mine. I used to go out with his sister. We were writers together on The Man Show. We're tight. So 5 minutes before I'm in my ridiculous ascot and tuxedo, I got the doctor's orders approved. You can go dance the second show. It's like, here's my big comeback. I got a better routine. I'm feeling like my eyes starting to open up a little bit. And this is awesome. All right, here we go. And 5 minutes before the live elimination show, I get a text message. You're safe. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, no.
I literally jumped for joy and hit my head on the trailer. I text back, are you sure? Yes. I waltz over to my partner's trailer, editor, guess what? We're safe. How do you know? I have a good source.
I know a guy.
My friend works at the network. We're good, because whoever gets cast off goes right to the Jimmy Kimmel Show that night for, an interview. So I figured they got the inside. This is incredible. And 12 couples are safe and get to dance. It gets down to me and Kim Kardashian. This is tough. This is the greatest upset ever. She's so popular. She's so beautiful. I know I'm safe. She's going home.
Oh, no.
This is 2 hours of standing there with this eye patch and tuxedo. Right? So I'm stretching, limbering up, ready to go. My family's in the audience with eye patches and waving. Warren Sapp has an eye patch on at Solidarity. Yeah. They all know I'm going, but I think I'm safe.
Right.
Sal's got me.
Sal wouldn't lie to you.
He not over something this important.
Right.
This is a guy who's tortured me before. He once spray painted the punchlines to my jokes on my Porsche. He threw me in the pool at Adam Carolla's wedding. I'm over it, and I'm thinking he would never mess with me in this moment. Tom Bergeron. We'll find out who's safe and who goes home right after this message.
And you're kind of yeah, we'll find out.
Producer comes over. He's
sure we will.
Producer comes over. He looks at me the way I'm looking at Anthony, and he goes, "Okay, one of you is going to get eliminated." And
it's just looking right at you.
I'm like, what are you looking at me for? He's like, oh, you British guy. He's all unnerved by that. Tom Bergeron comes back. He's like, and the team with the lowest combined score is going home after just one dance. Jeff and editor. You see my, I think I heard it wrong in some possible way.
Wait, did they announce who's staying? Is that what happened?
They just announced who's leaving. Right.
What did they, everything's going through your head. And did you say, no, because I heard... I got a text that says we were safe.
All I could think about is, Sal, F you. I don't know what to do. Samantha Harris runs over with a microphone. Jeff, what are you feeling in this moment? And I'm like, this is a nightmare. No jokes. This is a nightmare. I think I'm in an alter universe. 5 weeks, 8 hours a day, learning this dance.
For that.
Now I'm not even going to do it?
Yeah.
It's everything against stand-up. You think of something, you go that night. You know? Here it is, 5 weeks. I'm doing Labor Day. I came in here over Labor Day. It's just...
Yeah, you'd worked on that a long time.
I still haven't fully wrapped my mind around it. Now they tell me they changed the rules. I'm like Al Gore, everywhere I go in New York, I voted for you. Well, it's thanks.
Your phone must have been broken.
Yeah, I had a better chance of winning the Westminster Dog Show than a dance competition.
What happened to your dance partner? Have you talked to her since?
Yeah, we stayed good friends, and we danced in the finale together.
Oh, that's right. They brought you back to do a little roast thing? I saw that when I was away. It was good.
That was big. That was a nice...
That was huge.
That was a nice, what do you call it, consolation.
Yeah, that was really huge. You were up there doing your thing, beating the crap out of them. What were some of your... you had some great lines. I'm not going to attempt to do your lines.
I said I came
in... You
out...
had some good Cloris Leachman abuse.
I got Cloris pretty good. I said, Cloris, sit down. You had your 15 decades of fame.
God damn, that's funny.
Her scores from the judges should have been 911. And then I went after the finalists, Warren Sapp, Brooke Burke, and Lance Bass. And I said basically that Brooke Burke, I said, Brooke, you're the best at what you do. What that is, we have no idea. She looks great considering she just gave birth to Lance Bass's child or something like that. Maybe the kid will come out of the womb in the closet on the same day. I mean, for prime time, 23 million people.
Yeah.
Do it.
Most watched roast in history, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So I got to do what I do. In the end, I broadened my fan base and lowered my dignity.
Slice your eyeball and
leave it to him. He always gets the weird injuries too. I never forgot the story of you breaking your hip going ice skating.
I thought that would have to be the worst one ever, and then this happened.
He had a horrific break of his hip just ice skating.
I came back from Iraq first time, like completely without a scratch. A week later, go ice skating with my 6-year-old nephew on Bainbridge Island in Washington. We're driving through this parking lot. My sister goes, "This is the worst hospital in Washington State. No one ever wants to go there."
Oh, no.
We cut through that parking lot to go to this ice skating rink. 2 hours later, I'm getting surgery in that hospital.
In the worst hospital.
On Christmas Eve, the nurses and doctors are wearing, like, reindeer hats, and they're
and you know that's the B crew.
Yeah, the guy from Scrubs comes
That's
in.
the one, yeah. Those are the ones that, because the real doctors and everything would get the night off.
It was such a bad break. They're operating on you 2 hours later.
Oh, Jeff Lifschultz.
Wow.
That's my name on the thing. You know, just some broken Jew. They don't want to do this now. And I never had this happen. The doctor walks out and he has an X-ray, and I still don't really know what's wrong with me. And I won't curse on the radio, but I never heard a doctor say this. He goes, looks at my X-ray. He goes, "Young man, you are
Effed.
effed."
Wow, really?
And I go, "Why?" He goes, "I've never seen a broken hip on someone your age."
They go, that's a great bedside manner there, Doc. Thanks.
Well, he just got ripped out of his turkey dinner.
Yeah, true.
He wasn't happy.
This is the middle of nowhere. They're not used to blowing Thanksgiving, and then you got to operate on this guy.
How bad does a broken hip feel?
It still hurts. It affected my dancing, you know.
At your age.
Enough with the dancing.
Jesus.
Well, I mean,
We know it was a big shot for you, but come on.
but you know,
Dancing.
Couldn't move my legs. You know, I'll never be. I walk a little funny. I walk like Buddy Hackett.
I think you were just hoping to last a couple weeks.
I was hoping. The truth is, the honest truth is, I had myself convinced I was going to go to the finals.
Oh my God.
That's why this was so painful.
You do, though. Like, anytime you get yourself involved in something, you hope that it's going to, go the distance.
Yeah.
Dude, we walked into that goddamn XFL game day thing thinking, all right, I think we could build something from this.
It's a confidence.
Canceled after 3 shows, was it, or 2?
I don't remember.
Jesus.
Nah, we made a few.
I was in it. I was
3.
We really thought it was the start of our.
It's like
We thought it was the start of our network career, though.
yeah, and then you look back and go, what the hell was I thinking? Of course it was a bomb.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be like a showman, a guy prove that, like the old comics who could sing and dance and tell jokes.
Of
Just I was going to take over.
You come out with the cane and the hat.
I had all kinds of routines
Tap,
in my
tap,
head.
tap. Do a little line. Tap, tap, tap the cane.
I had kung fu fighting all revved up for my next song. I was going to be throwing karate kicks and,
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
There are some really disturbed individuals.
Why? What's going on there?
I'm watching a guy. His name is Pathetic Male Slave.
Oh,
He is on Paltalk.
Sure.
And he just put some, let's just say, a very sensitive part of the male body up on the table where his keyboard is and hit it with a mallet.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I just saw it. He hit it with a mallet. And he has a vise on the table that he's also been using on areas that are much too sensitive for a vise to be used. This guy, he's wearing a brassiere, I believe some type of nylon pantyhose, and he just smacked it with a mallet. He thinks it's like Tom and Jerry. He's
That was Voss. He was upset you made fun of his DVD cover.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Yeah, I'll show them.
I take the pain.
Is he going to do it again or what?
Here he goes. Here he goes. He's going to do it again. Wait a minute. What happened? Get it right. He's adjusting the camera.
All right. This is for you, Bobby.
Those little turkey legs.
He's he's wearing something. I don't know. What is he wearing? Like, are those Burberry pedal pushers? What are you wearing?
How do you even know the name of that?
I don't know. Oh, no, he's not going to do it again? Tease.
He's picking up the pieces.
Yeah.
Try to get him to open for me at Caroline's this weekend.
Caroline's, Jeffrey Ross this weekend. 212-757-4100 for tickets.
I also want to say to Caroline's, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because they came through after their crappy basket that they gave us.
Oh, here we go, Bobby. Hurry, Bobby.
Here he goes.
The mallet.
Mallet. On the table.
And
here he goes. He's lining up the shot, getting the courage up. Oh, damn! Why?
Mine was that small. I'd hit it with a hammer too.
I know the guy.
Gotta make it swell up.
He hates it. I've seen this guy on Paltalk. He comes into the rooms and he does odd things. He hates that part of it because I guess he didn't get what he thought he should deserve.
Hopefully he's one of those hedge fund guys.
Yeah. Hopefully he's a CEO of a company that is screwing us over right now.
Part of, what was it, AIG or whatever?
No, I'm not giving him an admin hat in my room, Steve from Bayshore.
He's literally beating his meat.
Yes.
Whoa, hey,
yes.
All right, we're going to take a break. So, Jeffrey Ross, Caroline's tonight, 212-757-4100 all weekend long. And the new DVD, I'm sure you'll have it at Caroline's, right?
He's selling it at Caroline's.
Jeffrey Ross, No Offense, live from New Jersey. A lot of our fans were at this taping, so they're going to want to pick up the DVD.
They're in the crowd at the cutaways. It's kind of fun to see familiar faces.
All right, we're going to finish up the show, at least this side of the show, next. Opie and Anthony. Got a full house today. It's Opie and Anthony. Bob Kelly filling in for Jim Norton. Norton's going to be at the Viper Room this weekend in Los Angeles.
Very cool.
That is very cool for him.
It still makes me laugh.
What is making you laugh?
I showed the video of the first shot I ever took off of the 50 cal, the Desert Eagle, at the range, and Keith was actually doing the video, and I just boom and fly backwards, and we both start laughing our asses off.
You couldn't hold it back, huh?
It's
you got to learn how to shoot that damn thing.
Kick. I finally got it, pretty down. But I did like rip my finger open. I got to wear a glove when I shoot that thing. It is no way to keep from ripping your finger open. There's so much power in that gun. It's retarded to shoot.
Amazing.
It's a lot of fun though. We were making a lot of noise that day, and the other one goes, "Well, you got cannons?"
Really?
Yeah. It's just loud.
I want to go shooting.
There's no need for this gun either. There's no practical use for that pistol, aside from the fact of just going to the range and making a lot of noise with it, or if you want to rip a giant hole in somebody.
I was going to ask you,
no apparent reason.
How big is the hole?
Very big going in, even bigger coming out. Depending on the ammo, it'll take your arm right off.
Wait, here it is.
Shot somebody in the shoulder. Yeah, here's.
I've never seen this before.
No, it's better with the sound. Of course, a lot more impressive. No, you don't have it.
All right.
There it is here. Yeah.
And lining up the shot with his Desert Eagle the first time you ever fired this thing. You must have been a little nervous right there. Oh, wow. It pushes you back pretty good.
It really is.
I was hoping to see one of those silly chick videos where it hits her in the head, forehead.
Then I load up the rest of the mag and go blast that one off. But those are up on YouTube.
Yeah. First shot from a 50 cal Desert Eagle on YouTube.
My YouTube thing is it OPANTXM? Yeah, OPANTXM.
Okay.
That's my YouTube site. So go there and check these out. Oh, here's the.
Whoa. Wow. That looks fun.
And then me and Keith start laughing.
Yeah.
I think I cursed. Yeah.
Why do you wear that crazy looking do on your head?
But that was okay. That was when I had to wear it,
Jeffrey.
Because I couldn't wear the hat because I had stitches on the back of my head. See, because I had a little swath taken out of the back of my hair, and then individually the follicles had been cut out, and they had placed them in my balding area on the back of my head. Okay. Individual follicles. Don't say hair plugs.
So what happened? You fell asleep and your friends did that to you, or you signed up for hair plugs?
Yeah, I actually not plugs. No, it was The glaring bald spot that was forming on the back of my head was bugging the crap out of me in pictures and video.
I'm sure.
It was like, I checked out this medical hair restoration place and went there, and in
they got fancy names.
10 hours it took. 10 hours. They placed like 2,700 of these separate follicles.
You know why it took 10 hours, right?
Why?
They probably dropped it on the floor and they were in a complete panic.
They didn't.
Probably got like
it takes long because they don't take huge chunks like plugs. They dissect this piece that they take out of you, an individual. It's each one is a separate follicle.
I hope they
that
made
is
a
placed with the grain of your hair in the right direction, the right place.
I hope they made a mistake and actually got some black dude's afro, and just in the back of your head you have a big fro.
It wouldn't be much different than my natural hair was anyway.
Are you happy with it? Are you happier with it?
Yeah, it's growing in like, quite. Actually, if you look here, you can see it's very short. It's just like this, and it's not growing in there, and it's still a little, raw. But like that's part of the receding thing, because I didn't care about the front that much, but they threw some in there. It was like the back. You just get this shining crown on video. And video, it looks even worse.
Of course.
It's all shiny.
Does it hurt? Did it hurt?
Like a mother effort. No, it did. They Novocaine the hell out of your head. And
I love the guys that
but they gotta poke like thousands of holes in your head.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you for being honest.
And then they place them in there. I needed follicles. My follicles were falling out.
Every guy needs it, but you had the guts to do it.
That's it. I figured, something. I got the means. I wasn't happy with the way pictures looked. I'm in the public eye, and I have pictures that are taken. They're put up on websites and stuff like that. And it's like, and there I am from the back, just looking like, oh boy. And I can't concentrate on the rest of the picture. I was watching our Letterman appearance, and I couldn't even concentrate on it. They did an over-the-shoulder shot, and all I'm thinking is, look at the big bald spot. So,
but no one else was saying
fix it. I didn't want a wig.
He doesn't want to wait for people to say that. He's in front of the game.
Proactive on this one.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get a wig?
No, I was going to get it's called a hair system. What it is, they tie it to your existing hair.
You just be mad,
and then it grows out like a parachute after a while.
You come home and one of your girls would be combing it like a toy.
Yeah, I missed you, so I just figured I'd run my fingers through your hair while you were at work.
She braided it and dyed it different colors.
Women do all kinds of extensions and stuff. Why shouldn't you feel confident?
That's it.
You're a big star.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Why is Jeffrey such a big fan of this procedure?
I've never done it, but I always...
No, Jeffrey's got a good head of hair on him.
He does.
I get a bald spot in the back, and sometimes when you're going to be on a TV show, you ask them to put a little powder back there.
Oh, they
put
the powder.
You want to feel
spray
confident
it or something. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. And that was it at the wedding. Because at Ope's wedding, I was supposed to have this done the Thursday before we went on vacation. Like the second we went on vacation, I was supposed to have this done. And then I went like, uh-oh. I think actually Keith said, hey, dude, you got something to do Saturday, huh? Remember Opie's wedding? I'm like, oh, crap. So I put it off until the Tuesday. So I went in Tuesday to have it done. And at the wedding, because it's a black tie event, you can't wear a hat. So there I am, and I got Voss and Patrice behind me, and all I'm thinking is they're making fun of my hair.
Of course.
And then I talked to them later, and they're like, I didn't even think about it. Don't make yourself so important. I'm not thinking about your stupid bald spot. But, that's all you think about sometimes. It's like, who's behind me? You look outside and see, is it windy out? Is my hair going to blow the wrong way? Yeah. Like, it's awful. So I just didn't want to deal with that anymore.
Glad you have the hat on now, because that bandana
the do-rag was because
it looked like a short order
the hat,
cook.
Hurt. It hurt the back. It looked worse than a short
Frankie
order
and
cook.
Johnny, we got two Sunnyside coming up.
I like gangster stuff. There was one night I was on Paltalk in one of the rooms and, chatting and stuff like that. And I was cleaning the Eagle. I was cleaning the Desert Eagle. And they were just like, hey, Holmes, what are you going for a drive-by? It looked really bad. But after they took the stitches out of the back where they take the swath out of there and then they just pull it together and sew it shut.
Interesting.
So it's like, here's an extra thing of hair.
Are you gonna have a bad scar back there?
No, the scar.
You see those guys every once in a while that now they shave down their hair because they gave up on the hair plug thing, and then they got the big scar on the back too.
They've gotten so much better with like every type of surgery surgery with scarring.
Yeah.
They just know how to make incisions and stitches now for some reason. I remember looking at people's old, like, appendix scars, and it looked like a mortar wound or something, a sucking chest wound from the Nam. Now that it's just amazing. I guess they know how to, like, cut and stitch now. So it's nothing back there, and then the hair covers it up anyway. Do you know the hair is genetically engineered not to fall out in the back here? That's why you get that horseshoe baldness.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's genetically engineered. It won't fall out because of male pattern baldness, maybe for, disease or something like that. But that's why they take it from that area and they plop it up there. They put it all wherever.
How many times did you watch those commercials and those late night shows? Like it was like a series, like, dude, Dexter.
You know something? I never watched those. Like Dexter.
Did you actually TiVo like Bosley Medical?
Look at that.
Oh my God.
No, I've seen it, but I never really sat and watched the whole thing.
When Patrice, when I first started losing my hair, he actually he gave them my address and name. In the mail, I got the Bosley, the whole information, and they were calling me every week trying to get me in for an appointment.
No, I went in for a consultation in like Melville, but they do the surgery here in Manhattan.
Well, it's not Bosley, by the way.
No, it was medical hair restoration,
which is better.
Of course,
I didn't mean to bring it up with the do-rag, but I'm glad
that's fine.
I'm glad you told everybody.
No, we've been talking about it for since I had it done. But yeah, they do it right over there. But when I went for the consultation, you could tell the guy I was talking to, like, you couldn't tell by looking at it, but you just knew he was going to at one point go, by the way, I had the procedure done. It's
right.
Like, come here.
Can you tell?
On him? No. It was, it was great.
Wow. So they showed you, like, he had it, but
he had it, and it's like, he goes, dude, he told me, he goes, look as close as you want. He goes, go as close as you want to my head. Pull on it. He goes, do anything. He goes, stick your hand down my pants.
The problem there...
I don't know why he said that, but he's...
And the problem there, he had his secretary do it, though, because he can't do it to himself. All right, just follow my instructions. We'll get through this together. Can you imagine?
Ow. We're going to stop. No, you're doing good. Ow.
Right.
No, so that was a good selling point. And then they show you the video. They show you, like, the infomercial, I guess, that runs. Mm-hmm. It's like, I was going bald and didn't know what to do. And then they have sports stars and...
Well, the front part scares me.
Things like that.
Because I haven't... Well,
the
maybe...
hairline?
Yeah, maybe I'm looking at guys that... They did have it done, and I can't tell anymore.
They also say...
But you always could tell the guys that had it done because the front of it looks horrible.
They always say this with any type of cosmetic surgery or anything like this. If someone has it done very well, you just won't even notice. You won't think about it.
Right.
It's people that are kind of like, you're like, something's up over there.
Right.
I was at the Major League Baseball winter meetings in Vegas. I was doing a gig unrelated, and all the retired baseball players have these awful hair pieces.
Just bad wigs.
Can't let it go.
It's like, why wear a wig? I just couldn't understand.
Because they don't have 10 grand money bags?
What?
Yeah. They do, though. They do.
That's just it.
They wouldn't man up for the pain is what it is.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, but
it's
some
10
guys...
hours of thousands of times they poke your head.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Some guys, I mean, the guys who have nothing up, you had a bald spot and a receding hairline.
Right.
And, I mean, some guys, totally bald, you can't do that.
Yeah, that would be, I've seen
It's like laying down
pictures.
sod.
I know. I've seen pictures of guys that were really bald.
Yeah.
And they they do a good job of putting enough in there where it fills it out, but then you're still kind of camouflaging with what you have and
Can you do case by case basis?
Yeah.
Can you dye it though? Like when it grows back, you'll be able to dye. Put dye.
It's your, like they say, it's your own hair. You can do whatever you want.
Swim? You're gonna be able to swim?
Maury's wigs don't come off.
All right, we got to get out of here. So we got Jeffrey Ross, Caroline's through the weekend, 212-757-4100. Bobby, thank you so much. RobertKellyLive.com for all your dates.
Yeah, go to there. Go to my MySpace, actually, on my Facebook for my dates. I don't update my Robert Kelly Live.
All right, and if you don't see Jeffrey Ross at Caroline's this weekend, you should. But if you don't, because you got other things going on or you live far away, he's got a DVD out called No Offense. How do the people get this, Jeffrey?
They can pick it up on Amazon or almost any store around.
All right, right on.
Thank you, fellas.